Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the views on my last video. Thank you so much. This video is not about fitness, it's about more of a sensitive topic to me. It's about being in an abusive relationship, how to get over that, kind of the heartbreak, and how to learn to do this journey called self-love. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm gonna start this topic off with an abusive relationship. I feel that everyone knows abuse as physical. It's not. It is so much more than just physical. It could be mental, it could be verbal, and of course it could be physical. But I feel that we should talk much more about mental because nobody talks about it. They just sweep it under the rug, and it's the abuse that I know hurts. It hurts so much because there are wounds that you can't put a band-aid on. You can't put some ice on. Like, it's okay. Or put some concealer on it and be like, I'm gonna go to work. Instead, you just have to stay home crying and not wanting to go out and not want to be around your friends. Just want to stay home, sitting home and crying. Mental and verbal abuse start off as, oh, okay, we're joking, we're making jokes. And then it doesn't turn into jokes anymore. Now it's coming to, oh, that actually hurt. Like, that's my insecurity and you're playing with it. That's not cool. And then it goes to the blaming game. And everything is your fault. No matter what you do, it's your fault. They can get mad at you and it's your fault. You're the reason why they got mad. When you had nothing to do with it. They make you feel like you're not smart enough and you'll never be enough. Even if they might be like, hey babe, let's study. And then do something where you can't study. And then you get a lower grade and they be like, wow, I thought you were so much smarter than that. So, like, they sabotage you and then abuse you about it. Like, you should have known better when you're not in the state to know better. Making you always feel like you're the abuser. They're the victim. They love to play the victim game. Love to play the victim game. They will always give you a sob story about their past or something in that way. But I've also learned that many people don't even know they're in an abusive relationship because it's mental and it's verbal and it hasn't got physical yet. It took me till I left the relationship to realize I was in an abusive relationship. Everyone around me saw it. I didn't. I didn't know what was going on. I just thought that was what love was. And so I got to the end and I realized that's not what love is. Okay, this is just a bad relationship. And then I had people tell me, you were in an abusive relationship. Like, no, it wasn't. And I was. I looked at the symptoms, and it is. Mental and verbal can end in physical because they broke you down. Maybe that's just not enough for them. Maybe they have to beat you down physically. I was very fortunate to only have to deal with a physical altercation once. So that's not my case. But I do know many cases that it turned physical because words no longer hurt them as much because they were already broken down. If you see your friend in a relationship that's abusive, I don't say tell them because they're gonna be like, you're tripping, you're out of your mind. He loves me, he would never abuse me. So I say just support them and try talking to them. Always be there for them because they break you down to where you feel alone. So if you see your friend trying to push herself away, try talking to her. Be like, hey girl, let's go out to eat. Oh, well, I'm coming over then. Because when you're in one, you don't want to go outside. You don't want to. You feel alone. You feel like you have nobody but that person, which means you are alone in your own house. And it's sad. If you are in one and these sound like things that you are going through, do know you can get out of it. And when you get out of it, it's an amazing feeling. You will need someone like in a support system. I had my family, they helped me. I don't know other abusive cases, but mine got crazy, really, really crazy, where families had to be involved. unfortunately. I feel that if you feel that you're in one, try to get out of it. Who knows before it gets physical? If you are in a physical one, get out before there's a case of he beats you to death. And that would literally break my heart. Even though I might not know you, but it will break my heart. And I hope that if you're watching this, anyone that's watching this, and is in an abusive relationship, get out. When you're free and you're not crying at night, it's the best feeling. Trust me, that's my little story about my abuse story. I never wanted to talk about it ever because I feel like I am putting my ex on blast and saying he's a bad person. I don't think he's a bad person. Never did. I just feel like he didn't know how to love me the way I needed to be. But if you've never been in an abusive relationship, I am honestly so happy for you. Like, very happy. Heartbreak is another thing. Getting your heart broken hurts. It like physically hurts. Like it feels like someone is sitting on your chest. How to deal with a heartbreak is either you just cry. You cry forever how long you want. Cry for a week. But once you're done crying about it, that's it. Put it in the dirt. Put it in work. No. Once you're done crying, just bury it. And don't cry about that ever again. Whatever makes you happy at that moment. If it's eating a tub of ice cream by yourself, then eat the tub of ice cream by yourself. If it's going out dancing and drinking, go out dancing and drinking. If it's being around certain people, be around certain people. Because when you're dealing with heartbreak, you need to be around the people that you love the most. Because if you're alone, you're going to wish and hope that every time your phone rings, that it's them. And it's not. And if they do come back, for me, I say it's not worth it unless they change. Everyone's different. And like my way that I dealt with heartbreak was the gym. The gym became my outlet for my anger of being in an abusive relationship, my sadness from being heartbroken at the same time, all the anger of everything that ever happened to me in those 2.5 years, and some, I just took it out on the gym. I said, I'm gonna be that person that I knew I could be, but couldn't be because of that. And I'm not saying everyone's outlet is the gym, but after heartbreak, you need to find an outlet. So you're not at home crying, because crying is okay, but you can't go into depression over heartbreak. One heartbreak brings you closer to the actual person you will love for the rest of your life. So, one thing I'm learning is one heartbreak, there's probably going to have 10 other ones. Doesn't make it any easier, but as soon as you get over this one, you'll be fine. And I don't say hate the person, because there's never any need to hate. I hold no hate in my heart for anybody. But just know that whatever reason they left you or you left him, keep that in your head so that if they do come running back, which they normally do, you can remember, no, you left me because of this. Or I left you because you did this to me. And stick to it. After dealing with an abusive relationship and my heartbreak, I decided that self-love is something that I wanted. Because I've seen all these empowered women, all of them saying, I have self-love and they look so happy, and I'm like, I want that. That's what I want in my life. I've been on this journey now for a year and a half. But it took me till this year to finally feel the self-love that I had. It takes a while to see the results that you have been so hardly working on. Once you get to that level of I love myself. I am the bomb.com. It's an amazing feeling. What I did to start my self-love was I went on Amazon, typed in book to self-love, and I got a book. I will put the book in the link that I got because I can't off the top of my head remember for some weird reason. And I pretty much carried that book around for a good 3 months. It was like my textbook, and I was a nursing student. That was marked up, highlighted everywhere. marker in it, post notes in it. What I took from that book was set daily goals, set monthly goals for yourself. Because it takes the mind off of everything that you don't like about yourself at that particular moment and puts it into a goal. I don't know how everybody is, but I am very competitive. If I'm dedicated to something, I have to do it. Like, that's my goal for the week and I have to do it. So that spoke to me. So I make daily goals still. I do monthly goals. That helps me. I put my goals on a corkboard. My mom bought me for Christmas. I have it on the back of my door. And I have my monthly goal, my daily goal, my weight goal, hair goals, everything on there. Another thing that I have that I do for self-love is I got a mason jar. And each day or each week, depending on how much you want to do, write something you love about yourself. So I love that I could do braids now. Write on a little post note, fold it up, put it in. I love that my highlight on fleek. Write that. So like certain little things that you love about yourself. And it doesn't have to be physical. So you can be like, I love that my heart is made of gold. You write that down. You fold it up and put it in. You could also put goals in there too if you want a yearly goal, which I did. I put yearly goals that I need to do by the end of this year that I want to do. And at the end of this year, I'm going to open them up and put checks. Another thing that helped me, this actually was through my friend that helped me learn this, is praying. Doesn't matter what religion you do, because my family is split in half. Half of it's Catholic, half of it's Jewish. I don't follow religion. But praying at night helps so much. I prayed to God. I prayed about my family. I prayed about my future. I prayed about everything. There was some nights that I'll just be like, why? Why did I have to go through the certain experience that I went through to make me be the person that I am today? Thank you for making me stronger, but why was it that path I had to go through? And something that I learned is you may never know the reason why, but if it made you stronger, that's fine. Question it. It's something that I learned. And I'm not saying that everyone needs to pray, but it's something that helps. To pray in the shower, pray before you go to bed, pray in the morning, pray whenever, pray, close your eyes on the bus and just like praying. It's all up to you. Another thing about self-love is being around positivity. If those people in your life, certain people, aren't bringing you positivity, then they gotta go. Bye. Because if you're working on self-love and you're around negativity, you're never gonna achieve self-love. It doesn't matter how long you've known them, how little you've known them, how important they are to you. If they are not making you happy, they have to go. And it hurts. I'm not gonna lie. It hurts to get rid of certain people in your life that you're like, no, I can't let them go because I just can't. But those are the people that probably hurt you the most, and they have to go. The road to getting self-love sometimes means losing certain people so you can put yourself in those places. When you lose certain people, now you have room to love yourself just that little bit more because you took out that certain negative person out of your life. Certain things, do certain things that make you happy, like positive. Like I love yoga. I love the gym. I love being outdoors. I love being around family. I love being around friends on my spare time because being around them makes me feel loved. You get through that road, it's such a better road. Because now you know your value. You know how to love yourself. So no one could ever put a lower value on you. Because you're like, wait, that's not my value. I know my value. So either you're going to appreciate and put my value that I have for myself on me, or you're not going to be with me. And I could go for a relationship, a friendship, anything. And also this one thing that I've always actually lived by it, I just love the word, was no one could love you if you don't love yourself. I've always loved those words, but I never realized how true those words are. So love yourself. And that was a quick video, and I hope it helps everyone that actually listened to this video. I hope it gives you a little bit of an input on why I love myself so hard. I hope to help everybody. I really do. So subscribe, like, comment, little bell so you can know when I post a video up. And hope everyone loved it.